So we have two open pull requests.
Yes. Okay.
Haven't been reviewed since, so I guess we're waiting for Adam. And I need to open everything up. Build Python. And in the meantime, do you remember what we've been doing last time?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I have here tuple slices and expressions.
Right.
RST.
Yes, tuple slicing. I remember now. Let's go to the reference expressions. Alright, so it's this one instead of primary being Atom attribute reference subscription slicing or call. Attribute reference staying the same, but subscription and slicing are getting merged together. So we go to subscriptions, and I guess I need to build the documentation and see where we ended up there. Sphinx. Build it all. Reference expressions. Is this where we ended? It's not, right? I'm on the wrong branch.
Oh, the branch I think is
expression subscription.
Expressions dash subscription.
Yep. Just found it out. Need a better way to save the state. Alright, subscriptions and slicing. That's much better. Alright, subscription of an instance of a container class will generally select an element from the container. Subscripting and mapping. Should probably link mapping as well, right? We have a ref for mapping. Nope. Where should mapping link to? API. Let's see. container goes to sequence types. So mappings should go here. We need to reference this. And that would be in reference data model. Oh. Oh, there's a term for it.
Sure. Okay.
Will this work?
Find out. Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Maybe container should be a term too. Guess we can do it like this. By the way, you have an echo.
Oh, I do? Okay, I'll fix that. Thank you.
Oh, I'm curious. How are you fixing that? Is it by muting yourself so you can't answer now? So we have container class going to emulating container types and mapping going to the term. I guess that's not perfect. It says mapping is a container object, so it should be fine. Sequence, that's another one.
So both mappings and sequences are container objects?
Yes. But now that I look at this from the point of view of the grammar, we haven't really said anything. Haven't really said anything. Do we have any place that explains what a container actually does? I guess we should put that in here. Or maybe we should link to sequences and mappings in here. Subscript notation selects an item. And this is a good This is a good link target for mappings. This is a good link target for sequences. Let me link to here instead of the terms. So that was in data model. And we need a reference target here. Data model mappings and data model sequences. And this would now be ref data model mappings and data model sequences. This is mappings. And I guess I need so this is rather long as an introduction, but maybe it's needed. And the description of the syntax starts here. Maybe this could be made shorter. Somehow. Let's say something like subscription is syntax for selecting an element from.
Oh, that's great. That actually, yeah. Because I always think of subscription as a pub sub for some reason. It's, I think, yeah, but that makes perfect sense.
Container. It's not good that we like the documentation for containers is this emulating container types. On the other hand, getting value from a mapping using a key. An item from a sequence using an index. We don't have, I've probably already checked if we have container as a term in the glossary, right? No. Need to link to the sequence types thing. So something like this. It's a bit shorter. Maybe it explains.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Just because if someone, for example, like me, who doesn't quite understand the most primitive terms,
Right.
it's kind of a starting off point. Yeah.
I think we have something like def to mark up a term that's being defined. No. What's the markup here? DFN. Yep. Subscription is syntax for selecting an element from a container. Alright, can we continue this better? Maybe put the square brackets. In here. As it's written as a container followed by something in square brackets. For example, to get a value from a mapping using a key, put the key something like this, maybe. Sorry to get an item from a sequence using an index. Oh. And what's the name of this thing in the square brackets?
A list? A sequence?
The grammar calls it a slice.
A slice. Oh, because it's a subset of a container?
Well, because it can be this thing called a proper slice. Subscription. What is a subscript? Should we call it that? AST.subscript. Now, index, slice, or key. So subscript is the whole operation. Is there a general term for these three things? The stuff that you put in the square brackets? Seems like I'm missing something important.
Yeah, like there's some kind of a meta term. I can go ask. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm not actually leaving, but yeah. Let's see, this is in the context of, let me see, section 6 dot, no wait, is that right? Section 6.3, is that right?
6.3.
6.3.2, yeah.
2. That might have changed, but hopefully not. Let's see the actual docs. So that's language reference. Expressions. Primaries. Subscription. Yeah, 632 is subscription.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I really like showing off how you can put nonce into slices in the subscription syntax.
Right.
And they mean just the lack of the value.
Yep. Same as omitting it.
Hmm?
Same as omitting it.
No, I mean like it's sometimes it is surprising that you can just put nonce into slices and they are like the lack of the value originally. I mean,
yes.
That's the entire thing how slice works, right? So.
Yes.
It's kind of cool because if you know that, you can write some good things with, you can put variables there and you know when they should be known or something else.
I have Ned and Stan over in a separate thread from the general forum.
Let's look at the general forum. I think this is actually okay now. So we say subscription is an operation of selecting an item from a container. The subscription syntax uses square brackets which contain a key, index, or slice. That is, I guess, an expression by which the requested element is looked up. for example, description is used to get a value from a mapping using an index. Ooh, missing something here. Value from a mapping using a key. From a mapping using a key, or to get an item from a sequence using an index. There you go. Subscripting a generic class will generally result in a generic alias object. This is usually used in type annotations. I would like to word this so that the node for type annotations come first. Type annotation, it is common to subscript a generic type. What did Stan call it? Type argument. Is that a term we can use in type documentation?
Wait, is it an argument or an annotation?
Annotation is the whole thing.
Oh, I see. Okay. A type,
One type argument. List only accepts one type argument. So yeah. Type argument.
Okay.
Is at least used in the documentation of typing. That's good. Doesn't have a term, but that should be okay, that's the subscription as syntax is also used to provide arguments, type arguments for generic types. And we don't really care that this will result in a generic alias object. That's just too much information at this point, right?
It kind of feels that way, yes.
This is valid, it does nothing. Is there enough explanation? Generic type. type that can be parameterized, used for type hints and annotations. I think this is fine. Right. The object being subscribed is a primary. Maybe I'll skip this and say the object being subscribed of primary evaluate to an object that supports subscription. How to word this? When it's prescribed, the interpreter will evaluate the primary and the contents of the square brackets. And pass the contents of the square brackets to the primaries get item or class get item method. For more details on when class get item is called instead of get item, see there. Does this is just a lot of information. Let's see for more details on which of these method is called. See there. Now this it is really removed from whatever it references. let's say in the simplest form of subscription, square brackets contain a single expression. Let's say that. Detailing evaluation later, maybe we can say subscription will call the primaries method. Is that better syntactically? Blah blah. Let's be more specific. When the subject is subscripted, the interpreter will evaluate the primary and the contents of the square brackets. Or maybe we can say at runtime. Is runtime a useful word to use here? Are people reading this generally familiar with the concept?
I don't know. Runtime, the interpreter. Oh, primary is good. I'm not sure where else it would go, but it does seem a little bit like we're talking about a reference. Yeah, I guess it almost feels like an implementation detail, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Now this is, what happens when the expression is evaluated.
I mean, I guess this is CPython, right? I mean, it might be different in something like Nutka.
No, the semantics should be the same.
Okay, all right.
When this is evaluated, the interpreter will evaluate this and whatever's inside the square brackets.
Okay.
And then call these methods. That's just any Python. Now here, I guess it's fine then. Slicing, okay, so square brackets can contain up to 3 expressions separated by colon. It's called slicing. Any of the expressions can be omitted, but at least one colon is necessary. When such a slice is evaluated, so let's say this form of subscription is called slicing, and we need, there's no defined term, we're defining it here, slicing. contents of the square brackets or slice. Runtime. We explain with a rather long demo. Subscription demo whose get item. Let's like this. Custom object that implements get item to print out the key it was subscripted with. So there's a 1, there's a slice of 2, 3, and none, and there's a slice of none spam. This is a bit clunky as an example, but I don't really have anything better. Then we continue. Square brackets. For subscription can also contain 2 or more comma separated expressions or slices, or 1 expression or slice followed by a comma. In this case, the interpreter constructs a tuple of the results of the expressions or slices and passes this tuple to get item or why do I say get item or get item? It should be get item or class get item. Everywhere. Square brackets can also contain a start expression. In this case, the interpreter packs the result into a tuple and passes this tuple. And I guess this can be combined with commas. What will this do? I'll need to copy this part. And see what happens if you do this. Oh. Maybe a smaller range. really have a useful example for this. And maybe we should say somewhere that slicing is used to get subsequences.
Wait, stuck sequences?
Subsequences.
Oh, so okay, yes.
How do we word that? So continuing with the simplest.
Yeah, that looks good.
More advanced.
The simple, the more advanced. Yeah.
Slicing is commonly used to get subsequences. Select from a sequence. In this form, the square brackets contain a slice. Up to 3 expressions separated by columns.
Something on line 989 seems like it's missing a word. Is commonly used to obtain, to extract, to identify, to...
And do we link subsequence somewhere? Can we link subsequence somewhere? No. I wonder if I should put the assignment here again. To make the example more self-contained.
Oh yeah, that's a lot more comprehensible, more complete.
No, this slice links somewhere. Object usually containing a portion of a sequence. I don't really agree with this. I'd say an object that describes a portion of a sequence. But a portion of is nice. Nice wording. Instead of subsequence, you could say a portion of a slice. A portion of a sequence. But a portion of, not from.
No, that is good. That is a good word. An appetizer, a selection, a highlight.
A smaller bit. So let's link the first term. No, we don't need such. Slice object who start, stop, and step attributes, respectively, all the results of the expressions between the columns. Setting a value to none. Well, here's a demo. Maybe this demo could be moved a little bit up. After this part, where we call the primary's getItem method. Yeah, let's do that. How about clarity at this place? To visualize, to point out what this does, to show. That's it. So how does this work? To show how subscription works, we can define a custom object that implements getItem, and prints out the key it was subscripted with. In the simplest form of subscription, the square brackets contain a single expression. The evaluated result of this expression will be passed to that method. Maybe this would be clearer if we say like 1 plus 2 to show that this is actually an expression.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And maybe here as well. Always. So what does Pep say about cases like this? You put an expression in a slice. Just puts constants in there. In an extended slice, both columns must have the same amount of spacing applied. Slice the column acts like a binary operator and should have equal amounts of white space on either side. Right, oh here it is. Lower plus offset, and then we have spaces around the column here. So the proper spacing would be this. That's a bit confusing. Anyway, I read this. I fear people will wonder why the spacing is like this. It's probably better to omit this example and not confuse people. Start expressions may be combined. Okay, right. So we have slicing. We have demo for slicing. We have demo for multiple comma separated expressions. I guess this is not really used in objects in the standard library. Where this is used. we're kind of running out of time, so I'll end it here, and we'll continue next time. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds fine, because this is pretty, yes.
This is pretty, yes.
This is pretty complex, yeah, intricate, yeah.
Yeah, wording this, I mean, you know, it should fit on a page, it doesn't really, but it also should cover all of the various little cases that NumPy came with. Alright, so this is where we are. Next time we will continue subscriptions and slicing. But I think we're on the right track. Oh, by the way, last week at the Core Developer Summit, I talked with the maintainers of the grammar.
Yeah.
They said it's okay to rename anything here. It's not okay
fabulous.
It's not okay to take an alternative out into its own rule. That would make things slower. But we can add new meta syntax to add like metadata. So maybe we'll do something like, you know, doc's name for this or some other syntax like that. That should be possible to do. Anyway, that's for Sam next time. Thanks for your
fantastic.
See you next week.
Yeah, thanks.